Hey Capricorn, Starseed, Lightworker, Twin Flame and Soulmates. Welcome to Lorraine Rangi's Tarot. Now just before I jump in there and pull some cards, I'd just like to say I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video. So let's dive in there and I'll bust a move. And so let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. Alright, so you were coming in with the Death card. And you were coming in with the Fool card here in your reading. It's definitely coming in as your person. Well, both you and your person, to be quite honest here. Well, what I get here in your reading, Capricorn, in terms of the Death card, so it is both you and your person here. What it talks about there is it's coming in as ending out toxic patterns and habits. But that's a huge transformation card. That's a cycle in itself here, Capricorn. You can't force it. This is both you and your person. And what I mean you can't force it is that you can't rush the changes that you and your person are going through here. See, with the Death card coming in, what it talks about there is that, see, I get here in your reading, let me just back it up a little bit here, is that both you and your person want to create changes in your life because you want to take a leap of faith towards each other. Okay? That's the end goal here. Now, let me get back to what I was saying in terms of the Death card, is that when you're coming in with the Death card, it's almost like you've got to, it's like cleaning the garden. You've got to pull out all the old weeds here, all the weeds and even the veggies here that aren't growing. It's like you've got to clean that garden up, and then you've got to fertilize it, you've got to water it, you've got to dig it up here, guys. You know, you've got to get the garden ready, is what it talks about, to be planted in. And so when in terms of yourself, if I liken that to yourself here, in terms of your toxic patterns and habits here, you've really got to go deep. That's what the Death card talks about. That's where transformations really come in. So when you're going deep here, what it talks about there is you're talking about a past pain, hurt and fear of neglect, abandonment and rejection. You know, I talk about it a lot on my channel now in previous videos. And so working through that's just like one huge realization here, that your past here has impacted greatly on the decisions and choices and movements you have made from childhood to your adult life. So the cycle isn't something that can be done in a day, in a week here, or even a month. It takes longer than that. It takes as long as you take here. But once you deal with that negative here in your reading, okay, then you have to look at, okay, so what did I use? Okay, toxic patterns of behaving here. So what did I use to avoid and ignore this past pain, hurt and fear? So you were coming in with drugs, alcohol, you're coming in with parties, may even be sex here. You take what applies for you, and what it talks about there in your reading is you've got to kind of figure out and come to terms with that's exactly what you did here. That was part of those choices, that the decisions here that you made here on a subconscious level to avoid the past pain, hurt and fear. So I need to come in this way. And so once that is kind of sorted and you've figured that out, what happens there is that you've stripped yourself down here, collective, like the garden. All right? And so you have to rebuild it again. That's not part of the Fool's journey here, guys. That's a total different kettle of fish here. Alright? You're coming in with that rebirth. And like I said, you fertilize it. It comes in as nurture. So once again, you're coming in with, unconditional love here. It's also not just unconditional love that you go through. You've also got to look at your mentality here and how you see things, because once these changes slowly start to happen on the inside of you, then your environment changes. And what I mean there is how you see your environment changes here, guys. And then, of course, when it comes to these changes, then you have to apply it in your everyday life. And it can come in as where you finally get that light bulb moment here, that what you're doing in your everyday life kind of keeps you in that past pain, hurt and fear, and also keeps you avoiding and ignoring the truth about yourself and your reality. So once again, there are a lot of choices that need to be made when it comes to the death card here. And those choices have to do with ending certain things out. It's just not one choice here, because the death card is bigger than yourself. So there's a hell of a lot here that one must consider. Now this is both you and your person. Then coming in with the Fool card here. So once you've showed yourself unconditional love and you find that you're in a good spot with yourself here, then comes the Fool card, is another way in which it can be said, where you gain the confidence here to finally follow your dream. But the Fool card here is a cycle as well here, guys, which can turn into one big cycle, of course. But you've got to know what is your dream. You've got to learn about your dream here. How does it pertain to you? What are the pivotal steps one can take in order to make that dream a reality here? This is both you and your person. Yeah, I know these are big, but these are the initial steps. So book an image reading with me. All right, Capricorn. Right, let's keep going. Okay, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, and you coming in with the Five of Pentacles here. Alright, you have the Six of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and you're coming in with the Five of Pentacles here in your reading. Well, it is coming in as the Fool card here. It's a challenge and an obstacle for this person, your person here, Capricorn. And what I get there in your reading is that I don't think your person fully understands the transformation card. Nobody really does, to be quite honest. See, see, if you have a drug habit here and you want to give up on the drug habit here, okay, you want to end that out, but you only focus on, the surface level. You don't focus on what you avoid and ignore. You don't focus on a past pain, hurt and fear here. So it's quite difficult to end out. It's quite difficult to end out a drug habit if you don't go deep enough. That's That's what I'm getting here in your reading. So, see, for your person here, now let me change that drug habit to a chocolate. So for your person, they'll only look at the shallow features here. Okay, so it's got a lot of sugar, chocolate. It's not good for my eyeballs. It's not good for my hair. So yeah, it is a good idea to let it go and end it out. But you will still use the chocolate because you haven't dealt with the core issue. And that's what I get with these cards here, because this person definitely wants a relationship with you, and you want a relationship with this person here too, Capricorn, but it's coming in as, well, straight up, deal with the core issue. Which is why I offer counselling. Now, what I also get here in your reading, what it talks about there, see you're coming in with the King of Pentacles here. You could be asking about a Capricorn here in your reading, and you're also coming in with the Five of Pentacles. And what I get there in your reading, it's coming in as, well, yeah, it's like things haven't changed. You know, I get here with the Death card and the Fool card, and how I explained it here, guys, in the beginning. What I get here is this person they want to end out a past cycle and they want to come towards you here, all right? But the depth in this person's transformation here isn't deep enough, pure and simple. That's what I'm getting here, Capricorn. If you were dealing with a Capricorn here. See, what I get here in your reading in terms of the obstacle and the challenge, and I haven't kind of got these readings in a while, but see, what I get there with the Five of Pentacles here is that's the core issue for your person, for this King of Pentacles. It doesn't really matter, you know, if this person gave it 100%, if this person invested and, you know, they had all the material possessions in the world here, it's not going to make a difference until this person goes deep and deals with that core issue in terms of the Five of Pentacles. And that Five of Pentacles is huge for this person because it talks about abandonment here. And so what I get here in your reading is that coming in with the King of Pentacles here, this person fears abandonment, and they're actually fearing that at this point in time. So obviously here in your reading, you're not around your person. You're not around this person. See, what I get here in your reading, it comes in as, well, nothing matters to this person unless there's someone to share it with. That's another thing here. That's kind of coming in as the Fool card. But what the King of Pentacles doesn't really realize here is that they could have you, they could share with you here. Let me put it that way. But they will always feel the Five of Pentacles. They will always feel like that. And that's the honest truth. So it's almost like your person is looking for a relationship here, coming in with the Six of Cups, or has been in relationships where they've always felt like they've been abandoned here. They've never dealt with it here. There's a fear here is what it talks about. All right, let's keep going. So you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Seven of Swords, and you were coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here in your reading. Yeah, it's the work. It's the work here. It's, how else can I say it? The work. You know, and I spoke about the work when it came to these two cards in the beginning. Here, this is, your person fears it. Here. See, it's coming in as they just want to skip all of that and they just want to come towards you. And they just want to be in a relationship with you because that means a lot to your person. Well, what I get here in your reading, Capricorn, or you the viewer, you know that this person hasn't changed. You know that. You will connect the dots here. There's a fear. This person has a fear mentality to face their past, to go back to that past, because it must be absolutely horrible. Absolutely. And to face that past, there's a painful experience in that past that your person doesn't want to go back to. And I'm not saying, well, I did in the beginning that they needed to, because they really do. They really actually need to do that here, because it will always be a problem. And so what it talks about there in your reading is that this person will always be second guessing you. This person will doubt you. They may not trust you. Coming in with the 8 of Swords, 7 of Swords here. You could say to this person, oh, I'm just going to the shop, and they won't believe you here. It's like that. You could tell this person that you love them, but that's still not enough. You could show this person that you love them, but it's still not enough here, Capricorn. You may try many ways to try and get this person to trust you here, that you're not there to hurt them in any way. But that's not going to work for this person. Straight up. And you can't be the gap in this person's void here. You can't try and fill this person's void, because it's not your void. That's another way of saying it. I just want to make sure you understand that, because you may have sympathy for your person, but it's not sympathy, it's compassion and empathy here. And that compassion and empathy here in your reading is that this person was, well, it's coming in as greatly mistreated, especially if they're coming in with these two swords, these two cards, the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords, because that's a lot of pain, hurt and fear and just in those two cards there. See, it's almost like saying here in your reading, it's like a person learnt to lie here and got away with it. And it's always been easier for this person to lie than it is to speak their truth. And that's the depth here, guys. That's the core issue here. It's not the lies here. I spoke about the core issue. That's what's going to be the transformation. That's transformation here. Okay. Then rebuilding it again, coming in with the Fool card. So I can understand why for you got those two cards. Because there's a lot that needs to be said, and there's a lot that needs to be done here. Yeah. Alright. Because you know what? This person does love you. They do love you. They love you a hell of a lot. But they have a past here. Okay, so you were coming in with the 3 of Wands Okay, so you know about your person. I get here, you know that this person is in love with you. I do get that here. And coming in with the Three of Wands, what it can talk about there is that you could very well get pissed off at this person. Because they're so used to lying here. But lying kept this person out of trouble. Lying stopped others from hurting your person. So it is learnt behaviour, and there is a reason why your person behaves that way. I'm not saying that it's right, and I'm not saying that it's normal here, but this is why you need compassion. So what it talks about there in your reading is that what are the things you can do for yourself, on yourself here, that's going to help you be in a better position when it comes to this person, to be able to manage here. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Capricorn, thank you so much for your video. Thank you for your reading. And I'll catch you later. Bye.